All right. So glad you made it tonight. Welcome to the locker room. This year's about to come to an end, and we're revving up for 2022. And I am so honored to get to spend just a few minutes with you tonight. I know a lot of you are really busy. You've got a lot going on. You're finishing out a year. You're trying to pick the right Christmas present. You're trying to help with everybody around you be everything you need to be. But I'm really proud of you for taking a few moments tonight to just stay sharp. And it has been a real gift for me to have many of you with us in this locker room over the last year. And I am sure fired up about next year. Us just growing and stretching and becoming. My name is PT. They call me Pastor Tim, but they just call me PT. Now, don't let that freak you out. But hey, man, I'm here because I believe in you. And I want to say how proud I am of you. I'm proud of you. I know you're winning, and I know you have big dreams, and I know you have big hopes. And to see your face and on this call tonight means the world to me. And ladies, I just want to say I'm so honored that you check in and you kind of sneak in on this call too. And we're honored to have you. And I just know the value of a man. I know that you are more valuable than you know. And I just expect you to just set a bar and to set a standard that just makes your life go to a whole nother place, your leadership to a whole nother place, and it gives you victories that you never thought you could experience. Last month we started talking about integrity, and I am so fired up about this. Those of you that have our G5 app, I will do a message on this as well. So we're going to keep expanding this. But I just know how important in your life, when you deal with other people, what it means to you to know that the person that you're dealing with is somebody that has integrity. Integrity is not perfection. Integrity is not, I don't ever make a mistake. Integrity is not, I don't ever have a failure in my life. That's not integrity. Integrity actually is taken from a French word, which means wholeness. And so I just want you to know tonight, you may have made some mistakes and some blunders, and you may even be tempted right now to do something, to look at something, to go do something that you shouldn't do. Maybe it's a decision. I think all of our integrity, if I can just chat with you for 1 second, then I'm going to move really fast. I think it's always up for sale. I think it's always on the market. And some of us will sell our integrity for, a roll of paper at work, or we'll sell it for a golf ball that we found at putt-putt, or we'll sell our integrity for, honestly, for something that doesn't matter in your life. And I just want to encourage you. You have to have in your life, like I have to have in my life, some real absolutes. I think it's the foundation. I think it makes people around you want to be with you, want to trust you, want to work with you, want to be there for you. And for those of you that are leaders, I think integrity is something that causes people to want to even give more and stand taller. In 1912, when the Titanic sailed, everybody called it unsinkable. Isn't that amazing? In 1912, the Titanic sailed and everybody said it was unsinkable. But when the integrity of the hull was damaged, the ship was devastated. Now, while you're looking at, 2022, I think you could look back on this last year and go, yeah, I had some moments. I had some moments maybe when I did let my integrity go for something that I shouldn't have let it go for. But as you're looking at next year and you're setting goals, as you're looking into the future, as you're looking at your life right now, and you're going, you know what, it's Christmas time, and I'm rebooting for next year. I'm repurposing. I'm renewing. I'm restoring. I'm rebuilding. Can I tell you the greatest miracle in all the world? Do you know what it is? Is that I can be tomorrow what I am not today. That is powerful. And I hope and I pray that all of us on this call tonight have a vision for the future. You have a vision for your company. You have a vision for your business. You have a vision for your finances. You have a vision for your marriage, your dating, for your partnerships in your life. I hope you have these incredible moments. I hope you have an incredible vision for your sons. I hope you have incredible visions for your daughters. I hope you have these visions that your impact of your life will make such a difference in this world. So when you start to talk about integrity, in many ways, your life is like a ship. So tonight, I just want to read, because David asked God one time this simple little list of questions. And he asked God in Psalms 15, verse 1, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who may live on your holy mountain? Now, let me just pause for a second, because what he's talking about here is promotion. He's talking about exclusivity. He's talking about value. He's talking about your life moving to a whole nother level. There's nothing worse in life than to get in a position that you're not ready for, that your character can't sustain you. So here's what he says, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent, who may live on your holy mountain. Now listen, the one whose walk is blameless, who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from his heart, whose tongue utters no slander, who does no wrong to a neighbor and casts sneers on others, who despises a vile person, but honors those who fear the Lord, who keep an oath even when it hurts, and does not change their mind, they're not wavering, who lends money to the poor without interest, who does not accept a bribe against the innocent. Whoever does these things will never be shaken. Wow. Wow, man. Come on. The call is out. Let's not be confused. Let's don't be bashful. Let's be people of character that says, you know what? I may have made mistakes in the past. Maybe the hull of my ship may have gotten damaged. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to allow the mistakes and the messes and the mess-ups and the misfortunes of yesterday to follow me into 2022. I'm going to change it. So is it possible? Is it possible right now in my life that I can have integrity in every area of my life? I think a lot of times, men, if we listen to other men, we think it's okay to compartmentalize our lives. And I just want to tell you, I'm talking to some men tonight that have tried that. I'm talking to some men right now that maybe you're trying that right now. Maybe you know to do the right thing, but maybe in your life as a leader, when the tough decisions come, you struggle with making the right decision. And so you put it in a little neat compartment thinking that, you know what, that's not going to impact or affect or infect the rest of my life. The honor that you give, the respect that you give, the being a person of your word is just so critical. You say, Tim, why is integrity so important? Well, I'll just do a little bit of review and then we'll get into new. Number one, it pleases God. It makes God smile. Do you know why? Because God is absolute integrity. And he's asking us as his sons and daughters, he's asking us to set the example, not of perfection, not of legalism, not of law, not the poison of religion, but he's asking us to help people understand the power of grace. So you and I in your life get to know that we honor and make God smile. Number two, it impacts other people. It affects other people. It leaves a wake in your life. If you've ever gone to a lake and dropped a stone, even the smallest stone can leave a ripple. Right now in your life and in your leadership, all of you on this call right now, I want to applaud you because you're making a difference. You're leaving a wake. You're making a difference. When your presence walks into the room, you're leaving an impact. When you get on a phone call, when you sit in a room, when you sit in a meeting, just your very presence is making such an impact in people's lives. Proverbs 11:11 says, the influence of good people make a city great. I would say it makes a company great. I would say it makes a family great. I would say it makes a church great. It makes a team great when there's integrity. The third thing is because it blesses me. It blesses me. I don't want to quote somebody you wouldn't know, but Tom Sawyer, I used to love him, and he said one time, he said, I love telling the truth because I don't have to remember what I said. So I just want to encourage you to have that kind of power in your life. And we all know that an evil life is a hard life. You could go back to a guy named Madoff, who had the largest scheme in the history of America, in the world. And it was a Ponzi scheme. And you could just see the life and how hard it was. You just need to do this because there's less stress. So how do I live with integrity? Very quickly, always speak the truth. Know the power of your words. And I would just say, be a person of your word and keep your word. You know the Lord does not like people that lie. And yet we call them little white lies. Now, once again, I'm not asking for perfection. I don't think anybody on this call wants that. But I know this. I know if you do a business deal with somebody, I know if you have an employee, I know if you bring on a teammate with you, I know if you live with somebody, you want to know that you can trust their word. They don't spin it. They don't color it. They don't exaggerate. Their word is their word. Be predictable, dependable, and defendable. Predictable, dependable, and defendable. So I just want to beg you in your life, just be a person of your word. I would encourage you to be a greater listener than you are a greater talker. I love to just go into environments and just listen. And sometimes when people ask me to weigh in, I'm really not that impressed with that. Because what I want to do is listen to people around me to find out who they are, to find out what they are, to find out what's really important to them, to find out what it is they really believe, to find out what they feel, to find out what they want. I want to find out, are your words accurate? Hey, we don't even remember this, guys. But people literally used to do business deals with a handshake. And now contracts are written with loopholes to make sure I don't have to keep my word. Your word is your bond. And the power of life and death is in your tongue. It's in everything. If you want to make more money, increase the ability of people around you to believe you. Be on time. Be kind. Be strong. Be courageous. Watch what happens. The second thing I encourage you to do is stand for what is right. Stand for what is right. Number one, watch your words. Point two, stand for what is right. Stand up for the truth. Stand up for the right thing. Our responsibility is never to oppose the truth, but to stand for the truth at all times. That's in 2 Corinthians 13:8. This is the thing that God is saying to you and I. This is right and this is wrong. Is your life lived in such a way, is my life lived in such a way that you can predict probably what I'm going to say and probably what I stand for? Wow. What do you stand for? It's kind of a cliche, but it is true, men. If you stand for nothing, you will end up falling for anything. The younger you are in your life, that you can get a clear set of values and principles and virtues that say these are my absolutes. I'm not talking about being right. I'm not talking about being legalistic. What I am saying to you, hey, I am going to stand for what's right. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not an egotist. I'm not somebody that's judgmental of other people. I just know this. I want people around me to know what I stand for. What I stand for. The third thing is I just want to challenge you tonight is stay clean. At G5 Church, we have 6 behaviors, and one of our behaviors is stay fit. What we're saying here is just stay clean. Watch your mind. Watch your heart. Watch what goes in. Philippians 2:15 says, you're to live clean and innocent lives as children of God in a dark world full of crooked and perverse people. Let your light shine brightly before them. Now, it's not a light that's going to shine to put people down or judge people or compare people. It's just a light that says, no, the light's on. I don't live in darkness. I mean, men, how many times in our lives have we had these secrets in our lives, or we have these secret things going on that just devastate our confidence? They just take our confidence away. They take our focus away. They take your power away. Hey, as we go into 2022, let's just be people that live in integrity. We walk in integrity. We do this in an incredible way. See, I know a lot of people that when they make a commitment, come on, let me just chat with you for 1 second, okay? And then I'm going to move. When they make a commitment, they're always looking for a way out. Have you ever had people in your life, and if you don't, you will, because you're going to build a team around you because you're an influencer. You're a leader of people. And there are some people that at the beginning, they're all in. But as they move on, you watch, you lose their heart. And they lose their zeal. And all of a sudden, it's not like they lost their word. They changed their word. I want people to know in my life, with everything inside of me, you can count on me. If I make a commitment, and truthfully, can I just be really transparent with you and tell you, man, that probably motivates me more than a title, than money, or position, or fame. What motivates me is that when I come and see you, when I hang out with you, when I'm around you, I know that I am a keeper of my word. It motivates me. Especially when the heat gets turned up. Especially when, honestly, it can cost me more than when I'm not comfortable. So in my life, I make sure I keep these 3 points going all the time, okay? I stay clean, I make the right decision. So how do I do that? How do I do that? I'm glad you asked. Number one is choose the right friends. You will become the people you hang around. I've known a lot of great men that got with the wrong people, that took the wrong job, that started a wrong relationship. Some of you may have been raised by somebody that you could never trust their word. I heard a story the other day about a builder that worked for a huge company, and they subcontracted him. And for 35 years, he built the most incredible homes you could ever imagine. And he let them know, 5 more years, guys, and I'm out. But for 35 years, 36 years, 37 years, 38 years, 39 years, he had so much integrity. And one day, the owner of the larger company came to him and said, I know you want to retire, and I know you want to get out, but we want you to build one last house. And he says, no, you know I'm done. You know I'm out. You know. And he said, finally, okay, I'll build it. So they said, we want you to build this house. Please don't spare any cost. Well, he was so tired. He was so done. He literally started cutting corners, using cheaper material, shoddy work. And when he finished the house, the owner of the larger company came to him and said, you didn't know it, but we were actually giving you this house. What he had worked for his whole life, he was willing to give away in the last moment. Men, it's not about just getting started. It's about finishing. And I got to tell you, I don't think it's as easy as some of us think it is. Matter of fact, a lot of you younger men are going right now, why are these older men dropping? I'm telling you, it's not as easy as you think. In your life, you got to have the right kind of friends. The second thing is value integrity more than an image. And value integrity more than an image. I could really expound on that. I'm not going to. The third thing I want you to do is watch what you watch. Watch what captures your eyes. Watch what in your earliest, I want to say to you right now, if you've got sons, be careful, because the world is after your 8-year-old son right now to capture him and to get him addicted to wrong images in his life. I want to beg you to be aware. There's a lot of things in the media today. There's a lot of things in movies today. There are a lot of things going on in this world if we're not careful. And what I love on this call tonight, I know most of you on this call, we're friends. And what I just want to applaud you and tell you, I'm so grateful that you're deciding, I'm going to set a standard, not of perfection, but of integrity. Proverbs 15:14 says, a wise person is hungry for the truth, but a fool feeds on trash. Trash in, trash out. And I got to tell you, man, it's so easy. Ladies, it's so easy to trash your life. It's so easy to just take so much trash in that you lose sight of the truth in your life that you so desperately need. I want you to know tonight that God right now wants to build into your life integrity. But here's what I would tell you, and I close. Integrity has to be practiced. It's not something that you just wake up with. It has to be learned, and practiced. I want to challenge you to make this next few days of this year a day where you begin to make a shift and you go, what? My life, my friends, my company, my culture, my home is going to be a place of integrity. Now, I want to tell you tonight, I'm so honored that I get the privilege to speak into your life. I'm so honored that we get to come into the locker room and no man is left behind. I'm so fired up because a lot of you, as I'm out on the road and I'm speaking in different cities, you're coming up to me and saying, Tim, I had 10 people at my house the other night watching this call, and we discussed it after it was over. And hey, Tim, I had 30 people in my house. I had this many people on my team. I had this many people on my staff at church. I'm getting all my men on this call. We're going to put a flag in the ground. And so I just want to encourage you, and I want to share something with you. And I want to invite you right now to become a part. This past Sunday, we launch, once a year, we do something called a legacy offering. And it's just once a year, we come together and we say, hey, together, we believe in the mission. We believe in reaching men. We believe in reaching people. We believe in helping marriages. We believe in feeding the hurting. We believe in this, and so we're going to be a part of this. And I just tonight wanted to personally invite you, if you want to go on the app or go to the website and just say, hey, you know, Tim, I'd like to be a part of that. I take in this information, and I would love to help keep the information going. And I want to say to those of you that are already helping, you've already become a part of the team, you know we have a dream to reach 1 million men. It's going to take greater production. We're going to be doing things to encourage you and build you, pour into you, build your company, and strengthen you. But I got to tell you tonight, I need you. And so I want to ask you to be a part. Just go to the app. It's G5 Church, and just download the app and man, join us. I'm so excited. I hope you have the most incredible Christmas you've ever had. And kind of my dream is that during this Christmas season, while you're there with your family, that you might even open a discussion about integrity. No judgment. And just say to your children, hey guys, what does this mean to you? How do you value it? So I hope you're with us. I hope that you're determined that next year you'll bring at least 10 new guys to this meeting, and we'll keep growing together. Hey, I love you and I believe in you. I'm proud of you. This is your time. Let's lead with integrity, the strength of character. Charge.